Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Taurus reading. The full moon occurs on the 5th of November, and it's going to be impacting you, Leo, in the area of your professional community, your working life, the way others see you in your community. I pulled a talisman oracle for you, and I pulled the creativity one, and I haven't pulled this before. And so let's read from the guidebook. Spider silk is 5 times stronger than steel. The spider has found the most beautiful way to create a form that possesses strength, flexibility, delicacy, and enticement. The seed of life at the top reminds us that the evolution of the creative form takes time and can be dormant before it's ready to be released into the world. At the center, you can see a pentagram with the 5 elements. Look for inspiration everywhere around you. This card can mean creating a project or using artistry in a delicate situation. A little bit of creativity can go a long way and can brighten your spirit and lighten up the mood. Sometimes we instinctively try to use force to make things happen, but more often a creative approach will yield more fruitful results. Use this card when you need to awaken your imagination and unleash your creative flow. You can also use this card when you feel you're at a dead end with an issue. Spend some time visualizing the spider weaving the web in its beautiful architecture. See the powerful energy coming from all elements and sources, and know it speaks through you, coming to life. I am inventive and resourceful. Lovely energy here. And it really feels like you are coming into a new sense of your power, where your power originates. I have the feeling that many of you are reasonably successful in your work, but the necessity to have it reflect who you are more deeply, more dynamically, is a goal for some of you. How to make it more fun, how to remind everyone of the abundance of your world, the privilege that you have in working together and being able to work together on something that others will see and enjoy. In the overall energy for this reading, the 7 of Wands is about you standing up for your right, standing up for yourself in a place in which there are a lot of demands on your time. So you may feel that others come to you because they know they'll get help, or they know you'll be thoughtful or considerate about their needs. And you're really having to come to some deep evaluation and appreciation of what your gifts are, what your talents are, that you're not merely a servant to others, but you're there to make an impact. You have something important to bring to others. And you need space, sacred space, and the respect of others to be able to exercise that talent or that gift, to do the work that reflects who you are. And so this is a complicated way in which you are recognizing that you want to do work, but you're being seen in a way that makes it difficult to accomplish that. The Chariot underneath the deck is beautiful. It affirms number 7, which is an important number of change, of making a contribution, of being on the right path for you. And part of why you are on the right path is that you're gaining a better and deeper acceptance of who you are, that you don't need to fit in with others, that you need to be yourself. You are the way you are on purpose, and only you can bring your gifts to bear upon a situation or a community in the way that you wish. In the 10th house, this is the way others see you. This is more about your work environment. And the Justice card here is absolutely showing me that you have received some kind of recognition, or you are being heard. If you're asking for more, this is being listened to and taken seriously. So you may be identifying that you're doing work beyond your job description, or you've grown in a position and the position itself has morphed. And now you want to be evaluated on the basis of what you do, not what your job description says. So that's simply an example of the way that you are seeing the value of your efforts, your contribution, and you're demanding address, recognition, reward for that on the basis of what is fair. You also understand that if this environment does not recognize your value, that there are others that do. So it feels a bit militant. I don't think it is quite that assertive. I think you are recognizing the opportunity to have your value identified and recognized, and that you're not willing to stay in the shadows. You want to be recognized for who you are and what you contribute. In the first house, the Knight of Wands is all about that energy that doesn't want to sit on your laurels, doesn't want to sit on the service that you've given tirelessly to others, the generosity of spirit that's always willing to help someone. Instead, you are chomping at the bit to exercise this gift, to build something that reflects who you are, to employ your creative skills, your imagination, understanding that this is the basis for your opportunity to explore who you are, to grow, to learn, to expand. You're thirsting for more opportunity, more responsibility, more knowledge. You are not content to stay here and figure it out. You have stated your claims, and now you're ready to move forward in the direction that you've already determined is best for you. I don't feel like you're being held back by someone else's expectation of your performance in, say, a job. In the fourth house, this is your home, your family, your foundation, the Hierophant. You either have a really positive mentor, perhaps a supervisor who has taken you on as an intern or a project, or is giving you professional guidance, or you are considering or are in some kind of an educational program that is giving you the training that you need to realize the rewards that you are ambitiously seeking. I don't think you're content to stay as someone else's assistant. And if you are an assistant to someone else, it doesn't mean that you can't be the helper or that you can't support the boss. But that relationship is indeed a clearly defined relationship. There is clear benefit to you and another. And this relationship is built upon your gaining the knowledge and skills you need to elevate, to advance in your field. In the seventh house of significant others, the Page of Swords. This is something you've shown me recently in the past. It's almost as though you don't know quite how to proceed in terms of your relationships. It looks like work may be consuming a lot of your emotional energy, or there may be a significant relationship that has taken you on, so that you're simply learning, witnessing, modeling what others are doing. But I feel like it's a little deeper than that. You're not sure on an emotional level, on a personal level, as well as in the professional realm, what else should be an emotional goal? Can you find happiness in this new opportunity? Are you comfortable with the people, the company that you are keeping in the setting? Is this something that is inspiring you to, in fact, go back to school and that you are being supported to do? So this feels clearly like someone is kind of taking your development under their wing and helping to spark your desire to grow. They're, they are harnessing, for lack of a better word, your creative inspiration and motivation, desire to move forward rapidly in pursuit of a dream. But they're harnessing that in practical terms and supporting you to get the knowledge base that will help you go truly far in a particular way in which you're seeking balance, justice, recognition for all of your efforts already. I'm going to clarify these cards with the Ethereal deck, the Shadow Work deck, and I am hoping that if this reading is resonating for you, you will like this video, you will subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the ways that you support me. Your comments, your thoughts mean a lot to me. So thank you to all of you. And I'm going to clarify the Knight of Wands in the first house with the Ten of Wands. I'm going to lay out all these clarifiers. For the Hierophant, we have the Six of Cups. For the Page of Swords, the Tower. And for the Justice card, the Ten of Swords. Okay. And so underneath, we have the Six of Pentacles here. And this, again, is describing this way in which you are balancing out your relationships. You have matured, you have gained an understanding of the way agreements are negotiated in a healthy fashion. So there are no more assumptions about one person doing this and another person doing that, or one person assuming what they think you, or you assuming what they would want. You've grown up, you're interested in results, and you're interested in the fairness of effort, that reward should be distributed according. And so this is indicating a tremendous maturity on your part and a willingness to learn what needs to be learned, a willingness to open up to changes in a relationship and renegotiate those from an authentic place. This all requires you understanding your value. And in the first house, the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Wands. So you have made a huge change in the priority of your desires, the priority of your dreams. You've completed a set of obligations in your experience so that you have done your part. Perhaps this was in a former relationship, or this is a level of family responsibilities that are now dissipating. You're gaining more freedom. You're releasing this idea that your job is to serve the needs of others. You're letting go of that to the extent that you can. That may indeed be part of your professional responsibilities. And so you're trying to shift whatever you're obligated to do behind the sense of serving your own needs and where what you're doing connects with your ambitions. So your ambitions here are being resorted and cleared away so that you can open up to something that you believe is going to directly benefit you, is going to give you a win, a visibility, or a success that you feel that you need. In the fourth house, the Hierophant is clarified by the Six of Cups. And this is the sense of some kind of training or mentorship or opportunity that you're considering or you're engaging right now is a return to something you did in your past. This can be a former partner, a former friend, a best friend, offering you an opportunity to gain some training that could benefit you, certainly financially, but more from a place of addressing your authentic desires and dreams, your creativity, something that will allow you more control over the design or the creation of something that is based on a talent of yours, a gift you have. And this is somebody who has served a similar role in your past, who's brought you to an opportunity for more growth, more learning, more education, some kind of a certification. Maybe this is returning to a kind of professional practice that you have already trained in significantly. In the seventh house, the Page of Swords is clarified by the Tower card. And this is interesting because it's showing this incredible way in which you're watching perhaps the organization that you work with or a part of, or perhaps this is a family structure, fall, crumble, break up, break apart, fail in some significant way. And you're taking notes from this failure, this collapse that you observe. So it's interesting. I'm seeing a couple of threads here around your professional opportunities and practices. It seems as though you may have trained in a particular and somewhat lucrative field that you left for whatever reason, and you now see aspects of that professional arena change, shift, be disrupted, and you're taking notes, you're observing that, how things have changed, how this may present an opportunity for you to re-enter a field that you have some substantial training in, a way that you could leverage that training into a new opportunity. But it does require you to observe, to witness, to research, to find out what happened to precipitate this collapse of a particular business, organization, industry, even that you were once almost a part of. Feels like you got training that you abandoned, and you now see some kind of an opportunity emerging. In the 10th house, the Justice card is clarified by the 10 of Swords. And this is about the 10 of Wands, another change card, another surrendering to the way things used to be, surrendering to choices you made, perhaps for reasons that you now regret, surrendering to the idea that you did put others before you. That was a habit you had been conditioned to believe was the right thing to do. Perhaps releasing that habit is harder than you thought it would be, particularly when we consider that many of us are conditioned culturally to believe that that is our place, to be at the service of others, our sole purpose. So undoing that has been challenging for you, but you're forgiving yourself. You're trying to be gentler with yourself. There is a lot of change that you're observing in your life, a lot of features in your life that are changing rapidly, or even if it's not so rapid, it seems that suddenly a lot of changes are culminating in this moment for you. Lots of ways that you're sweeping away old practices, old beliefs, old ideas about who you are and what you are capable of are being released. And as a result of that, you are in a position to speak up for yourself in a new way, not only yourself, but for others who have been in the position that you have found yourself, that have been similarly oppressed or impacted, held back, limited, or restricted. I'm going to pull a crystal oracle card to finish up this reading. No. I hope that you've gained some insight here. I'm going to do that again. That didn't feel right. I'm going to take this beautiful azurite, and the key words are expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. Yeah, it feels to me as though many of you are experiencing brilliant, blinding revelations. Let's put it that way. Thank you so much for this reading, Leo. If you enjoyed this content, there's more content here. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. And until next time, namaste.